As chance would have it, the doyen of the turkey business, Bernard Matthews, died yesterday on Thanksgiving. Bernard Matthews and his TV catchphrase made his name synonymous with his brand and his brand synonymous with one food. In a moment, we'll be asking how his global business revolutionised the British food industry with the co-founder of Innocent Smoothies, Richard Reed, and the chef, Antony Worrall Thompson. First, quick reminder.
Beautiful, really beautiful.
The catchphrase made the man a household name. The man made the brand a household name. Bernard Matthews, a pioneering brand ambassador and instantly recognisable, died yesterday at his Norfolk home, which was the centre of his multi-million-pound empire. The archetypal self-made man left school at 16. In 1950, with just £2.50, he began his turkey business with 20 eggs and a second-hand incubator.
All right then, you tell them.
Well, I make them and I love them.
Quick to realise the power of TV advertising, he was one of the first businessmen to personally advertise their products on national TV.
My new crispy crumb turkey steak.
His company became the largest turkey business in Europe. Even the first secretary of the Soviet Union, Nikita Khrushchev, invited him there to advise on how to modernise their own turkey production.
Gracious me.
Bernard's birds even graced the tables of 10 Downing Street. A shrewd businessman, his entrepreneurship ensured his company went global. In the 90s, he bought businesses in Germany, New Zealand and Hungary, but later troubles beset his empire. In 2007, the business premises were investigated for a strain of avian flu, and thousands of turkeys were destroyed. New brands like Turkey Twizzler, popular with school children, were targeted by the celebrity chef Jamie Oliver in his campaign to improve school dinners. Twizzlers were off the menu and Bernard Matthews' company was in the red. 60 years on, the brand lives. The slogan may be poised to make a comeback too.
More than half the families in Britain enjoy turkey from Bernard Matthews Farms.
Well, let's pick up with Antony Worrall Thompson and Richard Reed. Antony Worrall Thompson, just how much did he change the food business fundamentally?
I think Bernard is massive. I mean, really, when you think about it, he took turkey from just a seasonal product to a product that's available all year round. Maybe he was a little bit ahead of his time because it's recently been revealed that turkey is an incredibly healthy food and so many nutritionists are advising that we eat it. So I think, but he also was proud of his turkeys, you know. Yes, he got knocked a couple of times, but one's got to look at the bigger picture with Bernard Matthews. He did so much.
And he turned the turkey into shapes nobody had dreamt the turkey could become. I mean, you know, there was a lot of processing in that, which is now sometimes seen as a fairly dirty word, right?
Well, some processing is undoubtedly a dirty word. I mean, I wouldn't recommend an awful lot of those products, but you have to admire the fact that also so many people like turkey breast. What do you do with the rest of the turkey? He found a way of developing the rest of the turkey. Now, I'm necessarily going to agree with that, but one has to look at what an awful lot of people wanted to eat. Bernard Matthews wouldn't produce this food if people weren't there to eat it.
And Richard Reed, I wonder what your business makes of this, because in a way, you know, your whole marketing is the complete opposite of what he did. You're trying to show that it's, you know, non-processed, fresh, you know, made on the spot. You must sort of think this kind of stuff has not done you any good at all, or not done us any good at all.
Well, I guess I have mixed views. I mean, the entrepreneur in me thinks there's a tremendous amount there to respect. I mean, the guy literally started with just 20 eggs that he incubated, and exactly, and they hatched into 11 turkeys, and from that he built an empire, which, you know, that is a fantastic achievement. But yes, our views on food are fundamentally that it should be natural, it should be fresh, it should be healthy, and I think some of his products could claim to be that, and quite a few couldn't. So
I think that's right. I mean, I think, you know, yours is, I mean, it's a booming business, your business, but it's still quite elitist. I mean, what he was doing was bringing turkey to the masses, and us chefs are often tempted to be food snobs, but really you've got to understand what an awful lot of the people want to eat. And it's all about education. They shouldn't be eating it, but a generation of people have eaten it, and it's going to take a generation before we can necessarily gear them towards these
I mean, there are
fantastic
trends,
products.
of course, aren't they? What about the whole branding side of things? I mean, you have your name on some products. A lot of celebrity chefs do that, but very few farmers or businessmen would have kind of walked into their own adverts, wouldn't they?
I guess so. I mean, he was a brilliant businessman. I mean, he took turkey all over the world. In the 60s, he was the biggest turkey producer in Europe. You know, I mean, from a farmer in Norfolk, who, like you say, started off with 20 eggs, with 11 which hatched, to go to America, to go to New Zealand, to win an award for his help on work in New Zealand in the meat industry, not just turkey. I don't think one can knock the man for that. Yes, there are other things you can knock him for, but not his entrepreneurship.
I mean, doesn't any successful business, in a way, become a victim of its own success? I mean, you've got, what, Coke as a minority shareholder now, haven't you? I mean, there must have been days when you never thought that, you know, the little cottage industry of fresh fruit would, you know, have a major...
We've always had a very, very clear mission. We just absolutely love the idea of getting natural, fresh, healthy food to people, and every decision we've made as a business, including getting funds in from Coke, has been absolutely about allowing us to do more of that. So I have seen, as we've got bigger over time, then we've just been able to do more things that make us innocent. When we were 26-year-old guys, we couldn't even, when we were just starting out, we couldn't even get our phone calls returned. Whereas now we can have proper conversations with our fruit growers about the way that fruit's grown and make sure it's grown in the best possible way.
I mean, you know, you said that chefs are sometimes, you know, sort of in a slight world of their own in terms of the quality that you demand, but do you think that somebody like Bernard Matthews made food artificially cheap, you know, the £2, £3 chicken? Turkey?
Undoubtedly, that's true. The turkey, I mean, it was almost an elitist product, and when he started his career, it would cost someone 2 weeks' wages to buy a turkey for Christmas. Now it's available to everyone, and a lot of it, you know,
and is that a good thing? Yes.
I think the natural side of it's a very good thing. I would never recommend the turkey twizzler. I would never recommend the golden drummer, but there are people out there who love to eat it. I wouldn't myself, but you know, one has to go with what people want.
All right. Thank you both very much indeed. Thanks for coming in. Let's take